Marie Forleo says that success does not come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. And that is why today I am talking about the Something is Better Than Nothing Habit Tracker Challenge for the month of February. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Deanna and I'm on an adventure to lose over 100 pounds. And one of the things that I use in order to help me be successful is a habit tracker. I believe in these with all of my heart, and I hope to introduce you to the fun world of habit tracking, and I hope that you enjoy it. So a habit tracker is really just one way to visualize your success. I mentioned it in a previous video of mine. I'm going to link that up here in the cards, but traditional habit trackers can play into the all or nothing kind of mentality. That's either you did the thing or you didn't do the thing. And there's, a lot of gray areas with doing the thing sometimes. So I like to think of it that way. And that's why I created the Something is Better Than Nothing Habit Tracker Challenge. It's a long name. So really what I want you to consider is that one missed meal, one missed exercise, one holiday, one birthday, one going out, whatever it is, doesn't mean that it's the end. It just means it was one missed meal. It just means it was one workout. If we focus on perfection and we allow this all or nothing type of thinking, it's going to be really easy for us to get discouraged and for us to kind of throw in the towel. For most people, dramatic changes just are not sustainable. So if we work on small changes over time, we're going to find that it's a lot easier to be consistent. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, one way to visualize that consistency is to use a habit tracker. And I created this special tracker, the Something is Better Than Nothing habit tracker, in order to see that consistency. So what this tracker does is it helps you to see where you are right now, and then to slowly focus on the individual habits and slowly get better at them over time and see that consistency increase. If you're new to using a habit tracker, the first thing that I think is fundamentally important is you need to think about when and where you're going to fill out your habit tracker. That way, it's going to be helpful for you to be consistent in filling out the habit tracker, because that's one of the habits we're kind of tracking here. For me, what I do is I fill out my habit tracker with my morning coffee. So every day, without fail, I have a cup of coffee. Monday through Sunday, I have a cup of coffee. And that sip of coffee in the morning reminds me I need to fill out my habit tracker. So I have an easy trigger to remind me that it's time to fill out my habit tracker. So it's really simple, and it takes less time than a cup of coffee to even fill out. It truly only takes about 1 minute each and every day to fill out a habit tracker. So my suggestion for you would be to think of something that you do every single day. And is there a good time and a place that you can build upon to fill out your habit tracker? Maybe it's after you brush your teeth. Maybe it's whenever you take your vitamins. Is there something that you do every single day? Do you have breakfast at home every single day? Maybe it's something you can do with your morning breakfast. By choosing a specific, place and time, before you know it, it's going to be part of your normal, regular routine. Now that you know your time and your place that you're going to fill out your habit tracker, the next thing you need to do is figure out the things that you want to track. Everybody who is on a weight loss journey, a lot of us, we choose different methodologies in order to lose the weight. So the habits that I choose might not be the habits that you're going to choose in order to lose weight. The habits that I track might not be relevant to you at all. The key thing here is that you want to track habits that are going to be beneficial to you. Once you have the habits defined that you want to track, it's good to brainstorm ways in that you can beat the all or nothing mentality. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of that. For instance, I track my water every single day. I try and get at least a gallon of water. But a traditional habit tracker, either I drank a gallon of water or I didn't drink a gallon of water. Well, whenever you first start out trying to drink a gallon of water, it can be quite daunting to hit that target every single day. So, for the purpose of my tracker, I get credit for every 32 ounces I drink. First 32, I get a point. 64 ounces, I get a point. And it goes on up until I hit that gallon marker of water. Another habit that I track is my steps. So my step goal is to get 10,000 steps a day. So I get credit if I did 2,500 steps. I get another point for 5,000 steps. I get another point for 7,500, and then I get a point for 10,000 steps. So it's not all or nothing. At least I get some credit for doing something. And believe it or not, there have been days where it's been hard for me to get 2,500 steps. A habit that is relatively new to me that I just started this year is tracking my servings of fruits and vegetables a day. My goal is to get 5 servings of fruits and vegetables consistently every single day. You know, there are some days right now that I can go a whole day and not have like a true proper serving of fruits and vegetables. So again, I get credit. If I had 1 serving of fruits and vegetables, I get credit for that and up to 5 servings. So my goal is to slowly see that number increase over time, to see each week, oh, look at you. You got in 20 servings of fruits and vegetables this week. Next week, let's see if we can get it to 22. And then let's see how many weeks we can keep at that 22 number. And then let's try and beat it. And let's try and get to 25. Slowly, consistently making these changes over time. It's okay to have some habits that are a yes or a no, because overall, the whole tracker in general is going to help to alleviate that all or nothing mentality. So if you have a few habits that are, either you did the thing or you didn't do the thing, that's acceptable too. So for me, I have a couple that are like that. Mine being sleep. Either I got my 7 hours of sleep or I didn't get my 7 hours of sleep. I'm not grading myself for 6 hours of sleep, anything like that. But depending on what your sleep habits are, you might have a different opinion on how you want to do that. And that's why this tracker is customizable for you specifically to help you with the habits and goals that you are trying to reach. Speaking of sleep, maybe right now you have a habit of staying up too late and you just want to have a habit of going to bed earlier. So this one is fun. So maybe you're staying up too late and you want to go to bed at midnight is your, target goal. But right now you find yourself staying up till, 1 a.m. Maybe you get a point if you go to bed at 12:45, and another point if you go to bed at 12:30, and another point if you go to bed at 12:15, and another point if you go to bed at 12. That way you're not saying, okay, we're cutting out the staying up too late all at once, but we're slowly getting into the habit of getting into bed at 12. And we're just, getting that score every single week to see how we're at and improving. And we're slowly making changes over time, because dramatic changes don't always work. But if we change slowly over time, it's going to help it to stick. So your goal here is not to automatically go and get the highest score that you can possibly go. I know for some people that's going to be hard to resist. I know that you want to be a perfectionist, but this is progress over perfection. We want to slowly make progress. So the first week that we're doing this challenge, try and resist the urge to go all out crazy and be like, I've got to get the highest score possible. The very first week, you're just trying to figure out what's natural, what actually just happened, without trying to willpower your way and force your way through things. We're just trying to get our baseline. This is what our baseline score is, and then we're going to see what we can do and how we can improve upon that. Now, because this is a challenge, I would love to see how many people are participating in the challenge. So if you are participating and you would like to share your experience with others and let them know how, you're doing with this challenge, it would be great if you could send me an email to my email address listed and let me know that you're participating in the challenge. And then each week I can do a video to show kind of where our, what our habits are, what we're tracking, what our what our baseline score is. And then each week I can kind of celebrate and show how we've kind of made improvements and increased our consistency over time. So if you'd like to do that, go ahead and again, send me an email to the email address that I've listed. And then let me know if it's okay if I use your name in the video. And if you don't want me to use your name, but I can use your information, then let me know like a storybook character or some kind of fictional character that I can use for your name in place of your name. But by sharing this information, it'll really help others to see how this challenge can help them. Each week, I will send you an email reminding you, okay, turn in your score for the week, or send me your habit tracker for the week so that I can, see the full thing, because that's just going to be amazing if you would share your full habit tracker with me. But let's go and take a look at those habit trackers just so you can kind of see what you're getting into. So once you click the link in the description box below, you will get the Something is Better Than Nothing habit tracker. What you're going to want to do once you open this is you want to do File and then Save As, so that you can save it and it'll become an editable document. At the very beginning, whenever you click on the link, it won't let you edit it. So you're going to want to make sure to do that. I've tried to include an instruction sheet, but let me tell you, instructions are not my thing, so they're not the greatest of instructions. And then at the very bottom, you're going to see a few different tabs. We've got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then the month. We've got an instruction sheet, and then we've got a habit tracker for each week for the month of February. They're already dated. It's got all the dates already supplied for you for each of the weeks. As I click through these tabs, we're now on week 2, starting February 8th, week 3, week 4, and then it'll do a total for the whole entire month. And that way, if you want to continue on for the month of March, you'll be able to compare your scores from February to March. But before we get started, we're going to need to do a few modifications. Like I said earlier, my habits are not your habits. So you're going to want to change these based upon what your habits are going to be. Now, for instance, like for me, for calorie tracking, it's not a yes or no, did I do it? For calorie tracking for me, I get 1 point per meal, and then I can max at 4 if snacks. So I just know that the most that I can get any day for this particular one is going to be 4. So if I'm just going to go through here and say, I got 4, because that's going to be my max. I'll tell you why I'm doing this in just a second. Fruits and vegetables. My goal is to have 5 servings a day. So again, max points 5. Journaling. So there are a few different ways that I can do journaling. So I can do it as either a yes, no, so 1 point or 0 points, or I can do 1 point for gratitude, 1 point for my intentions, 1 point for long form. Long form journaling is what I call whenever I do like a data dump or a thought download, where I record all of my thoughts for the day, whether, how I'm feeling, anything that's bothering me, if I'm excited, if I'm nervous, anxious, frustrated, whatever. But it's more of a, I took 10 minutes and I really wrote my feelings down for the day. So I could get 1 point for each of those, and then my max would be 3 points for the day for journaling if I were to do those 3 different things of journaling. Just kind of to give myself some rules on what I want my journaling to be, because sometimes I can be in a hurry and choose just to do my gratitude and my intentions and not do my full thoughts for the day. Sometimes I'm in a hurry and all I do is my gratitude. That way it helps to remind me, what it is that I'm trying to do here. So water. Again, I'm just going to define this a little bit to give me some rules and guidelines. 1 point each 32 ounces, max 4. Because 4 32-ounce cups equals a gallon. So that's how I do it. You might want to track your water in 20-ounce increments. You might want to track your water in 8-ounce increments. You're going to need to do you. Do it how you want to do it. So if I got 4 every single day, there we go. Sleep. Sleep, I like to do my sleep as an all or nothing type thing. Doable hunger, I want to go max 4. So 1 per meal and snack. So again, each time that I have a meal, did I meet the criteria? Was I hungry? And did I stop whenever I'm satisfied? If I didn't meet both of those criteria, then I wouldn't give myself a point for that. And then my max would be 4. If I don't have a snack because I wasn't hungry, I can get a point automatically because I didn't have a snack. So for my steps, I'm going to go through and be like, I can get a max of 4 every day here. Seven to 10,000 steps. So again, I'm going to give myself credit for doing something. So 1 point is 2,500. I'm just going to say 1 point each 2,500, max 4. Now, you're going to change this depending on what your particular goal is, but that's what mine's going to be. And if you need help with this, please leave a comment in the comment section below, or you can send me an email and I'd be glad to help you out with this. And then accountability, for me, this is another one of those, either I did it or I didn't do it, and I'm just going to give myself a point. So my max score is 154 points. Now I heard or read somewhere that 80% is kind of where you want to be. We don't want to, again, we're not trying to go for this all or nothing mentality. We don't want to go for this progress, or we don't want to go for this perfection mentality. So 80% is what we're kind of going for here. So 80% of 154 is going to be, I think, about 123. So that's what we're going to go for. as my target score to get to is 123. Now, I'm not expecting myself to get there, right away. I'm not expecting myself to be there overnight, but that's my target, is to get to 80% and then maintain tracking these habits between 80 and 90% every single week. And with that, then I will see success. So once all your rules are set up, what I would do is just go through, and you can copy them and then just paste them throughout the rest of the weeks. And then you're all set up and ready to go for the month. You can print this out if you want, or you can just save it to your desktop, keep it on your phone, however it is that you want to do it. And then you're probably going to want to clear out all this data that's already in there before you print it out. That way you've got a fresh slate for the month. And now we're ready to go. Again, this week, we're just supposed to, do our thing and track your habits honestly. Don't try and push yourself to do, more than what you would regularly do. And then next week, we're just going to strive to do a little bit better. And next week, you might say, okay, my fruits and vegetables total was really, really low. I want to try and get that one to, a better score. Or you might think that your water was really low and you want to increase that score for the week, and only take one or two things that you're really focusing on, and the other ones you're just doing and tracking and going along with. So that's the habit tracker and how to use it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments down below, or if you'd like, you can always send me an email and I'd be more than happy to help you with those questions. Okay, guys, so that's how the spreadsheet works. I want to remind you, if you're participating in the challenge, don't forget to send me an email letting me know. Also, let me know if it's okay to use your name in future videos I make about the challenge. And if you don't want me to use your name, let me know what fictional character you would like me to call you. Each week, I'm going to send you an email and ask that you share your habit tracker with me so I can see the results along the way. Oh, and if you want to talk about this on Instagram, I've got a hashtag. Hashtag something is greater than nothing. When you focus on the process, the habits, the routines, you will see that success is progress, not perfection. You'll find that it's not from what you do occasionally, but it's what you do consistently. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, it's going to be an adventure.